I tell you, I truly appreciate this look into the life of one who may be struggling with bipolar disorder. And I think there's a lot of assumptions as to what that life looks like, but it doesn't get no more than authentic than this film. Let's jump into the review of the film, The Year Between. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing the film The Year Between, which made its world premiere this year at Tribeca Film Festival 2022. Now, this character, Clemence, who has just recently dropped out of college and has returned home. And, you know, that's a story we've heard before. But she has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Now, here's the thing, and again, I'm very guilty of this in terms of what we assume bipolar disorder is. A lot of people think it's just like multiple personalities and manic depression, and these are things that are true to it, you know, and they're true to the episodes that one may have. But what does that look like? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people think sometimes it's just high and lows, like 1 minute you're mad, 1 minute you're sad. And again, while those may be true, what does a daily life of one looks like who has been struggling since diagnosed with this disorder? Well, don't worry. Alex Heller, the director of this film, the writer of this film, the star of this film, brings it into perspective in an authentic way because she herself also struggles with bipolar disorder. So she brings to life this truly one-of-a-kind character that I've never seen. And while the film may come off as very satirical at times, it truly is nothing but a true look into what this life looks like. So that I appreciate it. And considering, you know, Alex wearing all the hats here in the film, multiple hats in the film, should I say? I really enjoyed this multi-layered character, from her dropping out of college, trying to fit back home with her mom, her dad, her siblings, you know, dating, establishing a job, trying to make a way for herself, you know, hobbies, dating, social life, all those sorts of different things. We're getting, you know, what do those interactions look like? And then what does treatment look like, you know, in terms of her, you know, her interactions and her sessions with her therapist. We're getting all of that. And I think that, like, beyond, I mean, first of all, let's call it what it is. The things that, you know, this young lady is dealing with, you remove the bipolar disorder diagnosis, and you said, well, that's a challenge, but then you add this disorder into it, and then it just seems like a impossible mission for one to navigate. Yet this film gives you a glimpse of what does that navigation looks like. So with this film, you know, it was a lot of to me was a lot of just a look into this life, education, and then I also want to kind of say, like, reprogramming what one's and what society may think that what somebody with bipolar looks like. What does it mean? The challenges, getting raw and authentic with it. You know, the highs and the lows, the closed doors at times, the folks who look at you but don't actually understand what you're dealing with. You know what I mean? It's quick to say the words like, you know, she is the C word, you know, we don't want to use that word in terms of it, but like, we know that at times these were slanders that people used to like to want to throw out there and whatnot, and understanding that, like, you know, these are things that, you know, one really can't, you know, it's hard to control without proper treatment. And then what does proper treatment look like? How easy is these therapy sessions, you know? Adjusting to your life, all sorts of different things, you know. And I love the fact that Clem, our main character here, Clemence, I loved how, like, she really embraced, you know, her reality. And whether people agreed with it or not, she was not afraid to have the hard conversations at any given time. You know, she called it what it was. She let people know, like, this is what I'm struggling with, and take it or leave it, essentially, you know. And I think that along with that, it just shows that, like, while people want to look at folks who have bipolar disorder as sort of a disadvantage of sorts, I actually kind of look at Clemence as more of a person who embracing this disorder, transforming it into almost a superpower. She wears it with pride. She makes a way when it doesn't seem like there's a way, and maybe she doesn't get it around the first time, but she falls off that horse and she gets back on. So, like, it was more or less a uplifting story about a woman, who has a ton of struggles in front of her, but she doesn't give up. And I really think it's a really beautiful thing. And again, the interactions with her dad, her mom, you're getting all these different perspectives, her siblings, her dating life, her trying to obtain a career, her social life, all sorts of different things. We see these things in a sense of just, trying to create a bit of normacy in her life by properly understanding what she's feeling, what does these feelings mean, and how to deal with these things in terms of proper treatment and so on, and how life will go on when these things are understood. So, to be honest, like, this is a film that, like, I did not expect to get such an authentic feel from it. Because in the beginning, it feels very satirical. You're like, oh, there's a joke, nothing to take serious here. And I've have seen films, in terms of characters, struggling with some form of mental health disorder, and they kind of make it like a running joke of a thing. But this one really normalized it, and at the same time educated the viewers to understand what does this day-to-day look like. So, fantastic job in terms of the cast here. Alex wearing the writer hat, the director hat, the lead actor hat, doing it well, and I'm very impressed for as I said, her impressive feature debut here at Tribeca. I'm really looking forward to see what she does next. So, and don't get it twisted, while there is a message at hand with this film, it's definitely funny. There's definitely moments of this film that you will bust out laughing, again, just by the performance alone, but some of the writing and some of the dialogue that's just changing in this film, there's definitely moments you will laugh. But again, there is a message being told within all of this humor. And without a doubt, you can tell a lot of this story is very personal to Alex. In one way, shape, or form, you can tell these are experiences that she has dealt with, and being able to take those experiences and put together a film for us to, to be educated and to learn more about what this life looks like and what diagnosis and treatment and all that stuff looks like. That's incredibly brave, but I'm, like, incredibly thankful for folks and filmmakers such as herself to be able to do things like that. So truly, truly an honor to check out this film. It was fantastic. But yeah, this is a film I definitely think you should check it out. Not only just because I think it's a good film, but I think if you really want to get a glimpse into what one's life looks like and remove all of your assumptions and whatever bit of labeling that society likes to throw on folks who are battling bipolar disorder, take a look from it from a filmmaker who wants to give you that authentic feel and look into it. And I think there's no better place to look than to this film, The Year Between. So yep, jump in the comments, let me know your thoughts about this film once you check it out. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews very soon.